the procedures for signing students in for classes using the MindBody system on the tablet at the studio. The first step, everyone should have their login credentials. If you don't, let me know. But logging in in the upper right-hand corner of the MindBody screen should take you to a screen that looks like this. Depending on how your credentials are set up, it may take you somewhere else. But wherever you land, you want to navigate your way to this Classes tab over here on the right, upper right navigation. Click on Classes, and then you're going to find the class that you are there to teach or to work the desk for. So we will use, as our example, this class from 5 o'clock to 6:15 p.m. today. As you can see, we're going to navigate to this sign-in link. It says 2 out of 30. What that means is that 2 students have registered for the class in advance online, registered in advance somehow, out of a total capacity of 30 students. You can see for the 6:30 class, we have 4 students registered online. So when you click on the sign-in link, you'll see, as you would expect, 2 students who have registered online. The next step is one that frequently gets missed, so I want to make sure to emphasize it. When students have registered online, there's still one very small, simple step that needs to take place to get them signed in for class. You see this signed in column here with the boxes. These students, when they come into the studio, still need to have that box checked to show that they officially came to class. So when Deborah or Shelby come to class, we're simply going to click that little box next to each of their names under the signed in column, and now they are officially signed in. When a student who has not registered in advance, which as you know represents most of our students, you need to go up to this entry box here, this blank box, where you can search for them by name, phone number, email. You're mostly going to do name. Let's assume that I come to class and we want to enter Jennifer Honacki. You can enter my first name or my last name. If you're thinking fast enough, it's probably best to enter the less common of the two. So in my case, that would be Honacki Jennifer. And so you can see there are only 2 Honackis. I can tell you there are a lot of Jennifers. So then you just navigate to me. And there I am. Now I will tell you, this is not showing this, but when you sign, because it's not 5 o'clock or 4:45 on Wednesday, it didn't do this automatically. When you use this box up here to sign someone in, you do not need to check that little box. It automatically fills when it's close to class time, okay? Let's just say that you meant to enter Emily Honacki, not Jennifer Honacki, but you pushed the wrong button. Very simple to take someone out of the class if you make a mistake. These red X's over here, click to cancel the visit. You'll get this little pop-up, and you click yes. And then Jennifer is gone, okay? So let's go back, and now we've realized Jennifer wasn't actually there. It was Emily. So then we'll start typing in Emily again. We'll type her in. And you can see from this star that it's her first class, okay? So that's important because that just gives you the notification that you need to pay a little extra attention to her. Other things that appear over on this left side, an M in the green circle or a blue circle just means that that's a monthly unlimited member. And then this little MindBody symbol just means that they booked their class using the Connect app on their phone. Nothing really to be done about that or nothing you need to know, just letting you know what it is. All right, so you continue to enter students in using the search box up here, finding the students you need, canceling the ones that you made a mistake. In the event that someone comes to class who's never been, that requires one additional step. So I'm going to use my daughter Grace, who I don't think has ever been to class, and enter her in. So I'll start by saying Grace Morris, no results. So that just means I need to come over here to the right and add new client. I click on the add new client button, and it's going to bring up a new little screen. Now, the student who's never been here before needs to fill out the new student form. All you need to do in MindBody at this time is to enter her or his first and last name. You're not really going to have time, and the tablet is not really particularly well suited to entering more than just the first and last name. So you enter her first and last name. If you have a minute, you can click on the male or female, but it doesn't really matter. And then add new client. And someone else down the line will fill in all the rest of the information here. Okay. So again, we see the green star. Grace has never been to class before. And we see this red, unpaid, and 1 owed. We are not going to cover today how to take payment for classes. I'm going to do a separate little webinar on that over the next week. But at this point, what I'll say is this is how you know if someone owes for a class. Does unpaid yoga classes, 1 owed, all in red to draw your attention to it. I'd like to show you one other thing. We also have students, you can see here, this is shows how they paid for the class. So we have someone coming on a new student only, someone coming on their monthly unlimited membership. I'll show you what it looks like when someone uses a class card to pay for class. So we'll use a student who comes to class regularly with class cards, Jill. And when you enter her name, you can see she's coming to class using a 12-class card. And over here, it shows how many classes she has left. This is important because students often ask, especially when they suspect they're getting low on classes, how many do I have left? And the answer to that question is right here. So the answer for Jill would be, if she were to ask, after today, Jill, you have 10 classes left on your class card. Okay? I'm going to cancel all these people out. That's basically all we're going to cover today. And of course, if you have any questions at all, feel free to let me know. Thank you.